to be poll watchers or observers during an election seems like a basic one. I can't imagine why you'd want to keep them out. I can't imagine why the Democratic Secretary of State doesn't endorse that. I can't imagine why the Democratic Party doesn't embrace that. And the only thing I can wonder is what it is that you think you're going to be doing that you don't want people to see. And that's the only reason you would keep poll watchers out, you would keep observers out, unless you had some plan to do something that you don't want people to observe or don't want people to see. That's the whole idea of transparency. And it really, as so many other things do, show that this whole idea that Obama and Biden have about change is really phony. I mean, this is one of the more phony political slogans. Obama and Biden are about something or other, but it has nothing to do with change. They're basically about going back to the old politics. The old politics of, let's see what we can do behind closed doors. Let's see what we can accomplish by using methods like this. Let's see what we can accomplish by raising taxes, increasing government spending. Let's see what we can accomplish by going back to the kind of diplomacy that Jimmy Carter used to conduct, where you negotiate with anybody, whether you have preconditions or you don't. It's basically a look backwards. And what they've been doing is selling the public a bill of goods with this idea of change, change, change. You could see that really clearly in the debate the other night between Sarah Palin and Joe Biden. She's a breath of fresh air. She's a reformer. She's somebody that took on Republicans in her state who she believed were unethical and corrupt and got them thrown out of office. Barack Obama has no record like that. He basically is a product of the Chicago political machine. Brought up in the Chicago political machine, basically supported by the Chicago political machine, has never endorsed anything that has to do with reform or change. And this issue in Ohio is just indicative of many others throughout the country. The Democratic Party here in Ohio wants to conduct secret balloting. In a general election, you can't do that. This is part of a general election. And the question is, what do they have to hide? What are they trying to hide? Why are they doing it this way? And is this a party that really represents change? And I think the real reaction here should be by the people of Ohio. And they should be assisted, and they should assist the rest of the country in seeing that this whole slogan of change has been a political slogan that is not correct, and is totally false. So I hope that, hope you win your battle in court, but I hope most importantly you win the battle at the ballot box, because I think the people of Ohio can see through this. They can see about who's really about change, who's really about integrity in government, who's really trying to reform things the way John McCain has done throughout his entire career. John McCain has stood up for reform, whether it helped Republicans or helped Democrats. He's gotten himself in trouble with Republicans just as often as Democrats by being for reform. And totally opposite is true of Barack Obama and Joe Biden. So thank you very much, and we'll be back in Ohio, I'm sure, quite a bit. Not just me, but lots of, I understand that this week both John McCain and Sarah Palin are going to be coming to Ohio. I'm sure they're going to be here quite often, including here in Columbus.